Wood County students are back in school after their extended break. The students went on winter break and were due to return to the classroom on January 6th. Following the winter storm, Wood County schools had a week of snow days to keep students and faculty safe. Now that they are back, teachers are adjusting their lesson plans to make up for the lost time. Maria Francisco, the principal of Parkersburg South High School, says it's important to help the students get back into a rhythm.
The students have adjusted incredibly well, and it was really important to get them back this week so we can get back to normal. They were off for the 2 weeks of Christmas, which they were planning on, which was actually a little bit more extended anyway than what we've had the past couple years. But then having that extra week off, I think a lot of the kids were ready to be back.
Principal Francisco says the students will not have to make up the week of snow days.